before Rachel Reeves unveiled her spending plan, Sky News asked AI who it thought the big winners and losers would be. Our deputy political editor, Sam Coates, takes a look at just how well it did.
So last week we got AI, Chat GPT, to try and work out what it thought the spending review was going to look like. Look at this. Here it is. And it had the big winners being defence and health, bit for transport, bit for housing, losers, Home Office, justice, education overall, and the Foreign Office. Now, I've brought somebody to mark its homework, the person who actually did the spending review, which looks like this. Let's bring up Darren Jones's work. Darren is the Chief Secretary to the Treasury. This is what it looked like overall. Some similarities, defence out in top, health doing quite well, losses there for the Foreign Office. What do you make of AI's efforts if we just take your version and put our version on top?
Well, that's pretty good. I could be out of a job next time in 2027, which, to be honest, it's not a bad idea, given the process I've just had to go through. But look, I think here you've identified defence spending. Obviously, we've had to put more money into that. We've been very clear about it. Health, huge budget, as you would expect. Transport, we're excluding HS2 here, which is why I think your grey bar is a bit different, because this is now called a mega project, and so it gets treated differently in terms of the line items. Housing, I don't know what's going on there, that's a bit weird. Home Office, broadly right, but we put extra money into the Border Security Command. Justice, because historically Justice always had a raw deal, but because of the prison crisis that we inherited from the Conservatives, we've had to put a huge amount of extra money in to help with prisons and probation. Net zero, again, this is excluding Sizewell C, another mega project, which is why the AI is probably a little bit off there in terms of its assumptions.
The big one that I don't think AI got right was education. In the end, there's a positive number for education. It's not huge, 0.4% increase in the school's budget annually in real terms, but nevertheless a plus in front of the education budget.
Yeah, which was an active decision by the government to put that money into education. And this will be broken up a bit between core schools and colleges and further education. With the free school meals that we've announced. But we've essentially put more of the pie into education than maybe the assumption would have been made based on previous spending.
Interested that business came out quite well, the business department. Yeah. Why is that?
It's probably broadly because of things like our intervention in the steel sector. We've had to intervene to support jobs and some key sectors through the kind of tariff changes and things that we wouldn't have had to do in the past. So the assumption would have been a bit wrong, but obviously we're putting more money into supporting British industry and British jobs. OK, give the effort of Chat GPT a score out of 10. It's not bad. I'm going to give it, 70%?
You're using AI across government to save money. Is 70% right? Good enough for government?
Well, we're not using your AI. We've got our own AI, which is called HMT GPT, and it helps us pull together all the information across government to be able to make better evidence-informed decisions.
Let's see if it's as charming as ChatGPT's personality function. See you soon.